Hey folks, how's it going? Hope you're all having a great Friday. Today's recipe day, and we're going to be doing ourselves crispy pork chimichangas. So we're going to be making everything from scratch, as always. Why would you have it any different? So we're pretty much going to be making the tortillas from scratch. I've also got the pulled pork from Wednesday from our dish, so we're going to use that up. We're going to crisp it up, get that ready. We're also going to do some spicy beans to go in there, also some cheese. In addition, we're actually going to be doing a Christmas chili. What's that? Green and red. So we're going to do a green chili, hatch green chili sauce, and also a red chili sauce. So we're going to put two over the top. Finished with some lime yogurt and obviously some scallions or spring onions. We're going to start on the chili sauces. We're going to start on the green chili sauce and the red chili sauce. They're really easy, very simple to do. For the green chili, so we're going to make the two chili sauces. One for the green chili, one for the red chili, and they're going to be exactly the same. So we're going to have half an onion each. Also, we're going to have 2 garlic cloves each. And also, we're going to be doing half a green bell pepper for the green chili, half a red bell pepper for the red chili. Now, I haven't got the green bell pepper today, but it will be in the recipe. So just a FYI. And then we're just going to add a little splash of water in each, just so it can cook down around about a cup or 250 ml of water. Slice that down. So that's for the green. I'll do the other one for the red now. Just give these a little bit of a grate. Watch your fingers. Right, so that's the garlic grated down. We also need the peppers. So I would be dicing up a green bell pepper, but I don't have one, but just imagine it's in there. And obviously the red bell pepper I do have as well for the red sauce. So let's get our pans on now. So we want about a tablespoon of canola, in both pans, sorry. So once those are both heated up, which will turn on to a medium heat, we'll add the onions and the garlic, and then they should be good to go. So garlic and onions going straight in. They're going to sizzle down. Same with the next lot. So green sauce, red sauce, whichever. It doesn't really matter which pan now because they're both exactly the same. Slice our pepper down. Cut this down. Cut off the cheeks. Sorry, shall I say? Trim off the ends, and then we'll get rid of the seeds and the pith. Let's just take that pith out. Don't want that. So this is going to be now my red sauce, or my red chili sauce. So there we go. So the bell pepper's in there. If I did have a green bell pepper, I'll be putting it in the other pan by now, but unfortunately I'm not, so because I don't have any. So, but just imagine there is, and it will be on the recipe. So just half a bell pepper each. We got ourselves about 368 grams, which is about 13 ounces of green chili and red chili, both the same. So red chili's going in now. And we're going to add about 250 ml of water, just so it can cook down. It'll reduce, don't worry, before you think, oh, it's too much water, chef. Far too much water. But we're going to cook it down, reduce it, so those onions, peppers, all get pretty much cooked down. Once it gets to a nice consistency, we'll then blend it. We'll add the chilies. So that'll do. And what we're going to do is just going to let that stew down, cook out, and it'll get back to the right consistency, and you'll have all that beautiful flavor in there. Crack on with the beans next. So we need to get another pan on. So we're going to get the spicy beans done next. So let's get them out. Watch your fingers. Right, tablespoon of oil. Let's get this on. Just trying to remember the names of them all now. Spice this first. So I want 1 teaspoon of cumin and 2 teaspoons of paprika. So then we're going to add the can of pinto beans. We're also going to add 250 ml of water to this so we can cook down slow and low. So I'm going to turn this right down in a second. These need to turn down a little bit more now because that's going a bit wild, so is this. Grate the cheese. So I've got a little bit of mozzarella and also a little bit of, I think, Swiss cheese. In addition, we're going to probably do some lime yogurt, get the scallions chopped, just get all that stuff out of the way, and then we can start making the tortillas from scratch. So, slice them up. Right. So we're going to make some lime yogurt. So I'm going to get some Greek yogurt out now. We've got some lime juice, a little bit of honey, and then a little bit of seasoning, and that's all we're going to need. So just going to give this a bit of a roll. Chef, why are you doing that to the lime? Because it just needs a little bit of tender loving care sometimes. No, it's basically soften up the segments, so when you cut it, not just cutting, but when you squeeze, it'll be a lot more easier to squeeze. Such a mess. Right, let's give this a mix. Just talking about beans, just keeping an eye on that chili. That chili's almost done, right? That chili's looking good. That won't take long to kind of cook down. I'm going to give these a bit of a wash. I'm pretty much going to do all of these. There's like 6 here, 2, 4, 6, or 7. They're very small, so if you usually have big ones, I'd say about 3 or 4 would be fine. But these are pretty tiny ones, so I'm just going to dice all of these up. Give them a wash. Also, I'm going to take off these little wilted ones here, which I don't want going into my. Just take them off as well. So we're just going to give them a wash and a cheeky dice up. Right. So what we're going to do. Very carefully, watch your fingers. Slice this up. 325 and then 75 grams of masa. So, plain flour, all-purpose flour. That's fine. 2 pinches of salt. $40 ml of oil. So, look. You can go with peanut oil, canola, veggie, whichever you prefer. Get some water, and we're pretty much going to bind this all together just until it's all bound. So, already. Right, it's good to go. I'm just going to give this a knead for 5 minutes to smoothen it out and to stretch the gluten content in it, so it's easier to roll. It comes out a lot nicer, in my personal opinion. So just 5 minutes. All right, so we're going to cut these up. Because we're going to be pretty big, so if you want to weigh them out, that's fine. I guess I could get my weighing scales and we can have a look. But I'm going to cover them in a second. Let me weigh them first. There we go. So around about 105. You don't need to be so specific with this, but... Right, let's blend this up so it's nice and smooth. Right. I feel like it does need a little touch of sweetness. That is a nice kick to it. It's mild. Does need seasoning, and I might add a little touch of honey to it. So when you taste it, depending on how much bitter, if you like that bitterness and you don't want any sweetness in it, don't add any sweetness. I would like a little touch of sweetness in there. The green chili, we're gonna actually blend down as well, so that's good. Right, so I'm just gonna roll this out. I'm just getting into a nice little kind of cylinder, as you can see. Well, as you can see, a nice little cylinder. And what we're going to do, I'm going to get some flour out. We're going to just lightly dust the table with a little bit of flour, nothing too bonkers. What you want to do is just pretty much roll this to a point as best as you can. So I usually just turn, roll, and eventually you should have a nice even circle for your tortilla. Also, before I carry on with that, let me get my pan on. So it's on there, medium heat. Let that heat up, and we're going to carry on rolling our tortillas. Idea how like kind of wide. I would recommend, even if you don't. Let me rephrase that. You want to roll it as big as your pan, because if you roll it this big, and your pan isn't this big, you're going to have issues. So roll it to the size of your pan is what I recommend, but this size I'm kind of doing here is roughly about 28 centimeters by 28, yeah, roughly, give or take 27, 28. So nice, good size. Oof, just about. Hopefully, could do with a larger pan, to be honest with you, but it's okay. Watch the steam pockets. That's just come out nicely. So there's our homemade tortilla ready to go. So very hot. And don't throw away your foil afterwards. You can still use it for other things, so just make sure you keep it. And we're going to keep stacking it, tortilla, foil, tortilla, foil, tortilla, foil. And this will basically hold that moisture in there, so it should be good. Well, I was going to keep the pan on so we can crisp up that pork. So let me do the pork. What? No oil? No, we're not going to need any oil because there's still a fair bit of fat on there, and we want it to kind of crisp and crunch up. Right, so we don't want to overfill this. Right, so... Careful I don't overfill this because we've got other things to go in there as well. So mozzarella, little touch of cheese in there. Otherwise it won't wrap properly. There we go. This one's a lot better. This one's a lot better, chat. See, that's where it should be. No cracks, no issues. Look at that. Perfect. So there we go. This one's a lot better. Whew, chat's very warm today. Chat, look at them changas. Changaroonies. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. So... some of the green chili. There is those beautiful chimichangas that we made. So we made everything from scratch. So we had the pulled pork, which we did on Wednesday. So that was left over and we crisped that up in the pan. Very simple, very straightforward. And if you want to know how to make that, pretty much with the pork, we just added a lemon juice, orange juice, and lime juice. We had paprika in there, cumin, a little bit of salt, pepper, a little few cloves, garlic crushed cloves as well, and a bay leaf, and I think that was about it. So we topped that up. Parchment foil, cooked in 180 Celsius or 350 Fahrenheit for about 4 hours until tender and pull in the pork. We also made homemade beans. So the homemade beans we did with onion, garlic, and I've totally forgotten already. Oh yeah, sorry. 1 teaspoon of cumin, 2 teaspoons of paprika, can of pinto beans, and a little splash of water just to kind of cook them out. Once they've been cooked out, paste, season them, good to go. We did the red sauce, the red chili sauce, and the green chili sauce. So pretty much they call it Christmas. Pretty much both exactly the same. Hold on. So both exactly the same. So half an onion on each, 2 garlic cloves. In addition, we also had, what else do we have in there? Oh yeah, so half a red pepper for the red chili sauce, and then the half a green bell pepper, and then obviously 2 pots of the red chili and the green chili in there. So, and then a bit of water, cook them down, and then we blended them, tasted them, seasoned them. With the red chili sauce, we added a little touch of honey just to give it a bit of the sweetness, because it's I wanted a bit more sweetness than bitterness. Lime yogurt over the top, so 2 teaspoons of honey, 3 to 4 tablespoons of Greek yogurt, and then half a lime juice. Season, Bob's your uncle. Scallions as they are. And then as for the tortillas we made from scratch, we did 325 grams of plain flour, all-purpose flour, 75 grams of masa, 2 pinches of salt, 40 ml of oil, and then we pretty much bound it together with some water. We kneaded the dough until smooth, cut them up into 6, and then put on a non-stick frying pan onto a medium heat, and you're going to roll it to the size of the pan. So whatever biggest pan you can got, put it on. You don't need any oil. Careful you don't overcook these, so you want to put them in there 30 seconds each side, maybe 20 seconds each side, and if they're undercooked, that's fine because you're going to deep fry them anyway. So and then put them between 2 pieces of foil. Why? It'll stop them from drying out, stop them from cracking, so it'll hold that moisture in there. So foil, tortilla, foil, tortilla, foil, tortilla. So that'll stop them from drying out. So we wrapped it up, deep fried it in hot peanut oil. So how much? 180 Celsius or 300 Fahrenheit is pretty much what you're looking for. It's all golden and crispy. And we obviously filled them with the pulled pork. We also grated some cheese as well. We had mozzarella in there and also a little bit of Swiss. And I think that's it. Chat, you ready for this? Can you hear this? You can hear that crunch. You ready for this, chat? It's going to be very crunchy now. Oh my god. Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness me. That is so much flavor in there. Oh, look at that. It's just falling apart. Oh my goodness me. You ready for this cheese pull, chat? Oh, baby, look at that. It's still going. Anyway, have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay awesome, and thank you for the support today. Appreciate it. Bye for now, amigos.